This isn't even tea, it's just water. I have been watching a lot of React videos lately. I don't know why, I just can't stop. And it made me want to make a React series on my channel. I decided I want to make a React series to me watching documentaries about J fashion, Lolita fashion, Kawaii fashion, alternative fashion, because my channel is about that. And also, I have a background in documentary filmmaking. I started getting an interest in filmmaking after being a PA on a few documentaries. And I don't want to pull the I went to film school card, but I went to film school and my focus was really in documentary filmmaking. And also I have been the subject of a few documentary films. Well, not the subject, but a subject in documentary films. I want to make this series not only to share documentaries with you and to react and have fun, but I also want to give you some skills and background knowledge so that when you watch documentaries, you can think about them critically, you can analyze them. Also, just in case any of you are ever approached by a production company to be in a documentary, I want you to have the skills and the knowledge to protect yourself from being manipulated and from being falsely represented, because it will help the community and it will help you. I wanted to start off this series with the Barcroft video, The Goth Who Lives with a Lolita Doll, Hooked on the Look, because everyone has sent me this video and everyone has sent Holly this video. You don't need to send it to me anymore. I've seen it, she's seen it, we're good. A lot of people saw the title and were like, well, you're a Lolita, your girlfriend's a goth, this is just like you. Or the other commentary I got was, this is like your two sides lore, because I love cutesy Lolita things and I love goth things. I wanted to start off with this video because I want to talk about it so that people will stop sending it to me so that you know that I've seen it. And also, I really love Jude and Rosemary. Rosemary has a YouTube channel now and I followed it right away and I follow both of their Instagrams. They're really inspirational, both really beautiful in their own unique ways. And most importantly, this is a fashion documentary done well. This is a good example of a fashion documentary. So let's start off the series with something positive.
Love being with someone that aesthetically looks like Satan, but also loves the things that I present myself as. People get a kick out of seeing us kind of wandering about.
I love it. I love it already. I love their contrast. They're so cute together. They both make the other one stand out, like, equally. Alright, the first thing I want to address. People have this misconception that documentaries are just the truth. But every documentary you watch is trying to actually persuade you of something. It's not bad, necessarily, unless the thing that they're trying to persuade you is bad, but they're trying to tell a story, and they don't do that with a script, but they do it with how they produce it, how they interview the subjects, how they edit it, what they ask. And this documentary is the example of a portrait documentary, which means that the message that they're trying to send is just a portrait of these two girls. And you can tell that already because it opened with one of the girls, with Rosemary, talking, and not a narrator, not an outside voice. It was her, and you can really see through her perspective. I have such a struggle with displaying my toys in such a way that they all stand up and face forward. This is done so well, it's so cute.
My style is 80s space baby.
I love it.
My name's Jude and I'm a goth. Basically, I just love all things black and white.
I'm really curious about her shirt situation because working on documentaries, usually you would want the person to not be wearing any labels or anything like offensive. So I'm really curious if the crew just showed up and didn't say anything about it, or if they were like, hey, can you change your shirt? And she was like, no, fuck you, I'm gonna wear what I want. Because I imagine that's probably what happened. That's so badass.
I often see my style as an escapism from the real world because it's so easy to fall into a dreamlike state when you're surrounded by so many visuals, so much decoration, so
Rosie's
much colour.
reality is the reality that I want to live in. I want to live in a super colorful reality.
Lots of people assume that it is like a costume or a mask or something, but I definitely don't feel that way. I feel like more myself like this than I do when I wake up.
Her makeup is so amazing! It's so good!
This is the wardrobe. We don't have like a dining area, really.
Who needs a dining area?
Stay in bed. We chose to completely split it down the middle because we obviously didn't want to mix our wardrobes in together, so we wanted our own separate spaces.
I love that. This is definitely like Holly and I's closets. Holly's closet is all black, all dark colors, and mine is pink and colorful.
I mean, this is kind of a joke, but...
I love that couch situation. I love that so much. Her hand tattoo is so cute.
I've got a marshmallow flavoured toothpaste and the packet is lilac and pink and it's got these...
I love that they're so extreme that even their toothpaste is Goth and Kawaii. That is dedication.
And mine's all black and white and it's charcoal, so the actual toothpaste is black.
I feel like marshmallow toothpaste would be disgusting. I feel like I would prefer to have the charcoal one. I don't know, I don't like brushing my teeth with any flavors. Like, I like mint toothpaste. But I respect the dedication. Her shirt has a side-eye emoji on it. I love it. What is Rosie's skirt? What is it? It looks like it's AP with an overlay on top of it. I feel like I'm gonna start talking in an English accent watching their video. This always happens to me. I'm so bad. I'm so easily influenced when it comes to accents.
We met at college and the reason we met is because we both looked very strange.
We were the strangest people at college,
oh,
though.
Yeah,
like,
easily.
obviously.
Wow, Rosie looks much more like stereotypical Lolita, and it kind of seems like she's evolved from that into her own personal style, which is so cool. And Jude looks so cool.
The curtains are always shut because they're safety pinned and they're blackout curtains. I don't like the light.
How'd they get it so bright in there if she's using blackout curtains? They must have some harsh spotlighting. They must have brought softbox.
I thought I was the only Lolita in the world. I felt alone a lot of the time.
That's awful. I hate that she felt like she was the only Lolita and she was alone. I'm glad that she found Jude. I hope that she also has like more Lolita and Kawaii friends too. I'll be your friend. I'm far away, but I'll be your friend.
That's why we connected so much, because we do have a core kind of style, but so many inspirations drawn in from so many...
Rosie does clown makeup. They both do clown-inspired makeup, and it's like my favorite thing, and I love it. I want to see more of it. I love it so much. I appreciate it. Yes, another clowny Lolita. Yes.
I like to keep my collections in... so they're kind of grouped together in the same place, so I've got a different kind of theme in every...
Oh, her collections are so good.
Oh yes, my snail!
I love her shelves.
Let's go to the kitchen and we can give him a wash.
That snail is so cute. Why is it so big? What kind? I don't know anything about snails. Rosie needs to make a video about her snail for sure.
I get a lot of attention in the street by a lot of people. Don't really like, to be honest. I'd rather just walk around and people not notice me, which I think is a common misconception with people that look alternative or extreme. They assume that you want the attention, you want to be the centre of attention all the time, but a lot of us don't. I just like looking like this.
It's never just
Oh, they're so
attention,
cute.
It's
Why do you look like that? Who are you? Why are you doing it? It's always like they are trying to find a reason for what I'm doing instead of just being okay with it.
That is such a good point. People always want to ask, like, why are you doing this? Why do you look this way? And I hope that seeing more media like this is just going to normalize it and show people that this is just another look. This is just another style.
When I get people come up to me in the street saying, I love the way you look, like, you're really inspirational, that warms my heart, and I'm so humbled because inspiring people is inspiring, you know, for oneself.
This is so important. So in this doc, they show Rosie and Jude out in public, and they're focusing on people interacting with them in a positive way. A lot of documentaries will stop people in the street and ask them to react to their subject, and they'll coach them saying kind of negative things, push them in a way that they will get a negative response, and even if they get a good response, they'll often use the person who gives the negative response. It's good that in this, they showed people appreciating them, normalizing it, treating them like people and just appreciating their fashion, and that's so important. They are showing people on the street looking at them, but they're not giving those people airtime. They're not questioning them. They're just showing you that this is a part of their daily lives.
When I was growing up, what I heard is you're not going to get a regular job, you're not going to get a job ever, you know, if you get tattoos in an obvious place.
Her hand tattoo's so cute!
Weird. And instead of being like, oh no, I will take all my piercings out and I'll look like a normal human being, I thought, well, maybe I don't want a normal job if it's not going to let me be who I am. It's me, it's completely how I feel on the inside, and just trying to show that to the world, trying to display how I feel in my brain.
Oh, I love her nails and her makeup. Ah.
Why are you friends if you like black and you like pink? You can't like more than 2 colours in this world.
Such a good documentary! Done well. I'm honestly surprised. Such a good documentary, such good coverage, such inspirational girls. I think something important to address, because every comment that I saw on like Rosie's video and on both of their Instagrams is people keep thinking that they're a couple, and they're not a couple, they're actually best friends. Just want to throw that out there. I don't know them personally, but from what it seems like, it just seems like an honest representation of the two of them, because I am from a similar place and I relate to all the things that they said. Didn't seem like anything was forced or manipulated or changed. It did a really good job of showing the experience of someone who dresses alternatively. Remember, whenever you're watching a documentary, try and think about what the documentary is trying to tell you. I hope that you learn some things from this that you can help analyze future videos. I hope that you enjoy seeing Jude and Rosie and go support them. In my next video, we'll be looking at a documentary that is not a good portrayal of Lolita fashion, so stay tuned for that. If there's any show or series that you've seen that has to do with Lolitas, has to do with kawaii fashion, alternative fashion, whether it's represented well or represented badly, please tweet me those shows, because I would love to react to them. Anything that you want me to react to, please tweet it at me. And of course, stay lovely.